Brendan Conroy, Honorary Alumnus. Brendan was born and raised in Grand Rapids, Michigan, the seventh of 8 kids and the youngest of 5 brothers born to Janet and Tim Conroy. His parents gave them 2 of the greatest gifts they could ever want: 7 of the closest friends a person could have, and a Catholic education. They all graduated from Catholic Central High School, where Brendan played 3 sports for 4 years. After graduating from Notre Dame and working in insurance and publishing for a few years in Chicago, he began his teaching and coaching career at Leo High School, followed by a master's and teaching stints at ALUMNUS, Oxford High School, St. Ignatius, and then Christ the King Jesuit College Prep in the Austin neighborhood. He has found a home here at St. Rita and has been followed by his sons Jimmy from the class of 2017 and in the future Pete from the class of 2019. Brendan and his wife Terry's greatest accomplishments are their children, Nora, Lucy, Jimmy, Pete, and Cece. John Murphy from the class of 2004, Athletic Award. John Murphy from the class of 2004 was a 3-time IHSA state placer in wrestling and was a member of St. Rita's back-to-back state championship wrestling teams in 2003 and 2004. In 2002, he won the Reno World Championship and was our state's only double All-American, placing in both freestyle and Greco-Roman at nationals. He would head on to Michigan State University, where he studied electrical engineering and captained the Spartans wrestling team. During his time with the Spartans, he was named on the academic All-Big Ten team and was a University All-American in 2007. John's legacy is one of hard work, perseverance, and overcoming the adversity of injuries. Each year, St. Rita Wrestling presents the John Murphy Ironman Award to any wrestler who accumulates 30 wins or more in a single season. John is presently a project manager with Simon's Corp. He coaches young wrestling for the Mount Greenwood Mustangs and also lends time to the St. Rita varsity wrestling team. Mike Bubash from the class of 1994, Athletic Award. Mike Bubash from the class of 1994 grew up in the West Lawn area. His parents, Mike and Nancy, sent all 3 sons, Mike, Timmy, and Tony, to St. Rita High School. Mike was a member of the first class at the new St. Rita campus in 1990, where he was a catcher for the varsity baseball team and a tight end and strong safety for the varsity football team. Mike was named to the all-area baseball teams in the Chicago Sun-Times and the Southtown newspapers. He then went on to play baseball at Benedictine University, where he was a 2-time captain for the Eagles. During his freshman season at IBC, he struck out only 4 times in 142 plate appearances. After his career at Benedictine, he went on to play a couple seasons with the Cordoba Cafeteros in the Mexican League. Today, Mike lives in Garfield Ridge with his wife Jackie and daughter Brooklyn. He is currently a Chicago police officer and works on the city's gun team. He is also owner of Tier 1 Securities and Solutions. John Grykes from the class of 1994, Athletic Award. John Grykes from the class of 1994 is the son of Robert from the class of 1967 and Karen Grykes. He went to St. Simferosa Grade School. He had a stellar 4-year career for the Mustangs on the football field, including being named captain as a freshman, sophomore, and again during his senior season. He won the Coaches Award during his sophomore year. In 1993 and 1994, he was named the Sun-Times Player of the Week. He also won the Ed Duffy Award, the most prestigious award given to varsity members of the St. Rita football team. He was also a member of the All-Area and All-Catholic League teams and was named the Wayne Tomas Award winner in 1994. John went on to play football at the College of DuPage, where he was a member of the Midwest Bowl Championship team, and then also played a season at the College of St. Francis. Currently, John is a lieutenant with the Chicago Fire Department. He and his wife Natalie were married at St. Rita in August of 2012. Sean Sierra from the class of 1989, Athletic Award. Sean Sierra from the class of 1989 attended St. Rita Grammar School. At a young age, Coach Jack Quinn and Coach Gene Schaller never gave up on the new kid. They developed in him a toughness that would go on to be his calling card throughout his entire athletic career. At St. Rita, after playing very little as a junior, he dedicated himself in the weight room. Then, during his senior year, he was a part of a great St. Rita team that was a state semifinalist. He was named the Tony Lawless Award winner for the Chicago Catholic League Player of the Year. He was also named All-City and All-State. Due to his focus on being a student athlete, he graduated with a 3.3 GPA and went on to Holy Cross College in Worcester, Massachusetts. After graduating from Holy Cross, and with the help of St. Rita alum Pat Bayers, he went on to play professional football in Italy for a season and a half. He then played for two semi-pro football teams, the Chicago Chargers from 1997 through 2004, and the Chicago Thunder from 2005 through 2011. After 30 years of playing and 10 league championships, 2 league MVPs, 2 offensive MVPs, 3 All-American selections, 3 national championships, and 1 national championship MVP, he retired from football in 2011. Today, Sean continues his love of football by coaching and teaching young men at Bogan High School. P.J. Mullins, from the class of 1989, Loyalty Award. P.J. grew up in the Gage Park neighborhood and graduated from St. Rita Grade School in 1985. During his grade school years, P.J. had the honor to play for legendary St. Rita coaches Tom Callipy in baseball and Jack Quinn and Gene Schaller in football. During his high school years at St. Rita, P.J. was a 3-sport athlete, playing basketball his freshman year, baseball through his junior year, and football for all 4 years. He was also secretary of the St. Rita senior class. After St. Rita, P.J. went on to Loras College, where he played football for 4 years and graduated with a degree in business management. After college, P.J. went on to marry his high school sweetheart, Bowie Schaller. They currently reside in Mount Greenwood with their 2 sons, Patrick and Matthew. P.J. has been a Chicago firefighter for the last 11 years and works in the Bronzeville neighborhood. He also is a great supporter of all things St. Rita. Terry Quinn, from the class of 1984, Loyalty Award. Terry Quinn, from the class of 1984, grew up in St. Rita Parish. Terry first became a fan of the St. Rita Mustangs when he was 5 years old, when his father, legendary coach Jack Quinn, took him to watch St. Rita legend Billy Merrick. While at St. Rita, Terry was a co-captain of the 1983 state semifinalist team and was also the president of the senior class. After graduating in 1984, Terry attended Loras College in Iowa and received his degree in 1988. Shortly after, he began his career at the Chicago Board of Trade, and in his free time, he volunteered to help the St. Rita Grade School football team. He was also an assistant coach at St. Mary Star of the Sea from 1989 to 1992. In 1992, Terry joined the freshman coaching staff at St. Rita. In 1998, new varsity head coach Todd Kuska asked him to become a varsity assistant, and he has been ever since. Terry is married to his wife Julie, and they have 4 children: Molly, John from the St. Rita class of 2017, Brendan from the St. Rita class of 2019, and Kelly. Greg Jania from the class of 1989, Loyalty Award. Greg Jania from the class of 1989 grew up on the southwest side of Chicago and attended St. Turibius Grade School. His father Jim from the St. Rita class of 1964 taught at St. Rita from 1968 to 1974. And his brothers Tim from the class of 71, Chris from the class of 91, and Jeff from the class of 89 all graduated from St. Rita. During his time at St. Rita, Greg was the president of the National Honor Society, the class valedictorian of 1989, and he was awarded with the Lilly Scholarship to Wabash College. At Wabash College, Greg earned his Bachelor of Arts in 1993 with a major in political science and a minor in economics. Upon graduation, he became a vice president in the private equity group at First Chicago until 2002. At that time, he became a senior vice president of private equity at GE Capital. In 2005, Greg became the managing director of private equity at WP Global Partners. In 2013, Greg and his family moved to Connecticut, where Greg is currently the head of fund investing for APG Asset Management, leading a 10-person global team that manages a $20 billion portfolio of private equity funds. Over the years, Greg has been heavily involved in the St. Rita Scholarship Golf Outing, the St. Rita Board of Directors, the Valentine Dinner Dance, and he was Vice President of the Midwest Augustinian Board of Advisors. Greg is currently married to his wife Wendy, and they have a son Alec and a daughter Olivia. Sal Villela for the class of 1994, Loyalty Award. Sal Villela from the class of 1994 was a member of the student government, the debate team, drama club, and the Knights of Columbus during his time at St. Rita. After graduating St. Rita, Sal went to DePaul University to obtain his Bachelor's of Science in Management. He has 15 years of experience in the financial services industry with various business and technology roles at Bank of America and ABN AMRO NA. He is currently a director at PwC's advisory practice and has consulted for some of the world's most prestigious financial institutions, including Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and American Express. Sal has been married to Courtney for 7 years, and they currently reside in Hinsdale. Sal and Courtney enjoy traveling, fine dining, wine, and are proud supporters of causes which provide opportunities for those in need, including education, job skills training, veterans affairs, and animal welfare. Don McCormick from the class of 1974, Loyalty Award. Don McCormick from the class of 1974 grew up in the St. John Fisher Parish. While at St. Rita, Don was a member of the football team where he played defensive end for the Mustangs. He also played 2 years for the Mustang basketball team. After graduation, Don went on to Loras College, where he was an all-conference defensive end. Over the years, Don has taught at Columbia College for 12 years and has coached football at St. John Fisher for over 20 years. Don has also had a successful career in management with companies such as Cadbury, Nestle, and currently with Dean Foods. He has been married for 33 years to Maureen, and they have 4 children, Mike, Pat, Grace, and Kevin. Tony Bongiorno from the class of 1974, Loyalty Award. Tony Bongiorno from the class of 1974 is the 5th son of Joseph and Carmela Bongiorno. During his time at St. Rita, Tony was the senior class vice president, an Illinois State Scholar, a member of the Knights of Augustine, and he also participated in baseball and intramurals. Tony managed a trading desk at the Chicago Board of Options Exchange for 18 years. He also was a member of the Chicago Stock Exchange, where he traded all stocks for 7 years. Currently, Tony is employed by the Sheriff's Department of Cook County, working in the Records Department in Cook County Jail. In his free time, Tony loves to play golf on the weekends when the weather and his back permit. He also enjoys going on vacation to Las Vegas and always enjoys a good Mustang victory. Hall of Fame, Coach Jim Angston, Honorary Alumnus. Coach Jim Angston is currently in his 35th year at St. Rita of Cascia High School. He is a graduate of St. George High School in Chicago and Western Illinois University. He also earned a master's in education from the University of Illinois. Coach Angston spent many years as the defensive coordinator of the St. Rita Mustang varsity football team, teaching football and, more importantly, life lessons to countless St. Rita players throughout the years. His dedication and support for his players was evident most recently as hundreds returned to St. Rita for a benefit on his behalf. Coach Angston is a true Rita man who has made and continues to make a difference in the lives of so many St. Rita students past and present. Hall of Fame, Tom Doyle from the class of 1951. Tom Doyle is a 1951 St. Rita graduate. While a student at St. Rita, he served as senior class vice president, while also leading the varsity basketball team to a 20-5 record and co-championship of the Catholic League South Section in his senior season. He received his Bachelor's of Education degree from the Chicago Teachers College in 1956 and a Master's of Education from Loyola University in 1963. Tom enjoyed a long, successful 41-year career in the Chicago public school system, holding such jobs as teacher, reading consultant, district administrator, and principal. In 1999, he was awarded the Outstanding Leadership Award for his work as principal at Michael M. Byrne School. Tom has been and continues to be a loyal supporter of all things St. Rita. Hall of Fame, Jim Ganyard, from the class of 1964. Jim Ganyard is a 1964 graduate of St. Rita of Cascia High School. After graduation, he attended the Illinois Institute of Technology on an academic scholarship. While at IIT, Jim majored in electrical engineering, but decided during an internship that he did not want to be an electrical engineer. That led him to the computer and software industry, where he spent 40 successful years with companies such as IBM, Control Data, and Pansophic Systems. In 1989, Jim was given an opportunity to run a technology company in Palo Alto, California. Since then, he has had the opportunity to lead 5 major technology companies. Upon his return to Chicago, he was approached by Father Tom to join the St. Rita Board of Directors, a position he still holds today. He is also currently a member of the Illinois Tech Board of Trustees, and he stays involved with technology by serving as the chairman of the Illinois Technology Association and by assisting young entrepreneurs to build and grow their companies. Hall of Fame, John O'Neill, from the class of 1979. John O'Neill is a graduate of the St. Rita class of 1979. While a student at St. Rita, he served as the Student Council Vice President and was a captain and two-way starter for the 1978 State Championship varsity football team, the first in St. Rita's great history. John attended Illinois State University before embarking on a successful 30-year business career with Xerox, EMC, and IBM. He has also had a long, successful career as a Big Ten football official. John recently was assigned to referee the 2014 BCS National Championship game between Auburn and Florida State, a distinction he earned by being rated the #1 referee in the Big Ten Conference for the 2013 regular season. The O'Neills have a long-standing tradition at St. Rita. John's father, Bill, graduated from St. Rita in 1941, and his sons, Danny and Mike, are grads from the class of 2009 and 2011, respectively. Most recently, John returned home to St. Rita, accepting the position of Director of Institutional Advancement in the summer of 2013. Hall of Fame, Reginald Sharley, from the class of 1962. Reg Sharley is a 1962 graduate of St. Rita of Cascia High School. While a student at St. Rita, he was the president of the Student Council during his senior year, while starring in both track and football for the Mustangs. He was the Catholic League High Hurdles champion in track, going undefeated for 3 consecutive years. After receiving several scholarship offers for both track and football, Reg decided on football at Memphis State University, where he was a 3-year starter for the Tigers. After his college career, he spent 2 seasons in the Continental Football League before signing with the San Diego Chargers of the AFL. After football, Reg built one of the largest state farm insurance agencies in all of Tennessee, and he currently is enjoying the retired life with his wife Nancy and his 2 sons, Dan and Tim. Hall of Fame, Dr. Preston Wolin, Honorary Alumnus. Dr. Preston Wolin has served as team physician for St. Rita of Cascia High School since 1984. He has also served as team physician for USA Soccer, the Chicago Fire, and DePaul, Loyola, Illinois Chicago, Chicago State, and Robert Morris universities. Dr. Wolin is a magna cum laude graduate of Princeton University. He completed medical school at the University of Illinois and did his residency at Northwestern. He then completed fellowships at Tufts and Harvard universities. Dr. Wolin is the founder and director of the Center for Athletic Medicine in Chicago. He is an associate professor and director of the Orthopedic Sport Medicine Fellowship at the University of Illinois. Dr. Wolin has also served on the IHSA Sports Medicine Advisory Committee for more than 20 years. He is an honorary member of the National Athletic Trainers Association and a member of the Illinois Athletic Trainers Association Hall of Fame. Dr. Wolin is one of the most well-known and respected orthopedic surgeons, not only in the Chicagoland area, but in the entire country. Hall of Fame, the 1963 National Championship Football Team. The 1963 varsity football team is the first and only St. Rita team to be inducted into the St. Rita of Cascia High School Hall of Fame. They were and continue to be the only Southside team to be crowned national champions by the National Sports News Service. Under the guidance of legendary coach Ed Buckley, the Mustangs outscored their opponents 348-60 and finished the season 9-0, capping it off with a dominating 42-7 victory over CVS in the Prep Bowl in front of over 80,000 people at Old Soldier Field. Steve Schaller, from the class of 1983, Man of the Year. Steve Schaller, from the class of 1983, grew up in St. Rita Parish, where he graduated in 1979. He then went on to St. Rita High School, where he was a member of the football team for 4 years. Steve has a family that has been heavily involved in St. Rita, with both brothers Mike and Dan being St. Rita graduates, and his father Gene, an honorary alumnus. After graduating St. Rita, Steve decided to play football at Jamestown College, where he received a bachelor's degree in history. Upon graduation, he was a Cook County Sheriff from 1988 to 1996. Then, from 1996 to 2002, he was an investigator at the Chicago Board of Trade. And from 2002 to 2012, he was the Vice President in Financial Crimes for ABN AMRO Band. Presently, Steve is the Vice President for Financial Crimes at HBC Bank. Steve currently resides in Evergreen Park with his wife Carrie and daughters Erin and Morgan.
Good evening. My name is Steve Schaller, and I'm a 1983 graduate of St. Rita High School. I'm honored to be sitting in front of all of you tonight. First of all, I'd like to thank John Schmidt and the Alumni Committee for bestowing on me such a great honor. I would also like to congratulate tonight's Hall of Fame inductees: Tom Doyle, John O'Neill, Jim Gagniard, Reginald Charlie, Doc Wolin, and the 1963 National Championship football team, and especially Coach Jim Nakeson. Coach, you had the backs of thousands of football players you coached over the years, and now it's our turn to have your back. We wish you all the best. Also, I would like to congratulate our current principal, Mr. Brendan Conroy, for being selected an honorary alum. The young men of St. Rita are very fortunate to have you as their principal. I would also like to congratulate tonight's Athletic and Loyalty Award winners, especially my brother-in-law, P.J. Mullins, and Terry Quinn, who are more passionate about St. Rita High School than most people I know. I stand here in front of my family and friends and fellow St. Rita alumni brothers as a very humble and grateful man. I really don't know if I'm worthy of such a tremendous honor. In fact, to overcome my doubts, I went to the St. Rita website to find out some of the names of the past men who were selected as Men of the Year. After reviewing this list, my doubts remain. Names on the list include Ed Schmidt, Ted Boundas, Don Peckus, Dak Greco, Art Velasquez, Father Tom, Mike McCardle, Jim Segrito, and Tom Arundel. These are all tremendous men who remain loyal to St. Rita, and I'm very proud to have my name next to theirs. But I must say I'm most privileged to have my name next to the Men of the Year from 1999. My dad, Gene Schaller, and Jack Quinn. No two men have a bigger impact on my life than these two men, and their commitment to the young men of St. Rita has remained a constant for over 50 years. We all applaud you as the tremendous husbands, fathers, grandfathers, uncles, friends, and coaches that you are. And now a little bit St. Rita High School it is today. Early this year, Father Tom told me that the spirit inside the walls of St. Rita is the highest that he has ever seen. And coming from Father Tom, that's a pretty strong statement. I have to agree with Father Tom because the thing I witness every time I step inside St. Rita, and something I recently witnessed at a St. Rita High School basketball game. After a tough loss in the state playoffs, I witnessed the St. Rita student body, fans during the game, greet the basketball team as they left the court. There were hugs and words of encouragement from over 100 students to the St. Rita basketball teams who were visibly emotional after such a tough loss. These are kids from different races, backgrounds, and cultures, treating each other like true brothers. To witness this made me so proud to be involved with St. Rita. St. Rita has been part of my life since the day I was born, and it will remain part of my life until the day I die. Not only is St. Rita part of my life, but it's part of my entire family's life. My mom Barb and dad Gene started their kids, Sue, Steve, Mike, Babs, Boo, Dan, and Jeannie, on our St. Rita journey as parishioners of St. Rita Grammar School, and we remain on this journey through St. Rita High School today. We truly love St. Rita, and I share this award with all of you. Most importantly to me, I share this honor with my wife Carrie and my daughters Erin and Morgan. They never waver when it's time to support St. Rita, and for that I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I could not have asked for a more understanding wife and daughters. To my family members, friends, and classmates that are in attendance tonight, I thank you so much for your support. In closing, back in December, I had the honor to speak to the St. Rita student body, and at the end of my talk, I left the students with a few challenges. I would like to do the same to my fellow alumni brothers today. As alumni, we carry on the great tradition of St. Rita. I challenge you to be proud of that tradition. I challenge you to become passionate and committed to the students of St. Rita. I challenge you to attend St. Rita some fundraising events, such as the Valentine's Dinner Dance and the President's Dinner. I would be more than happy to let you know how you can get involved. Most importantly, I challenge you to have a very good time tonight. I'm totally blown away by this great honor. Thank you, and St. Rita, pray for us.